Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Abbas Ali, a full-time orthopedic surgeon and national level faculty of orthopedics and a part-time YouTuber. This is the first part of a two-part video which will be my last video before your exams. In this video, I'll try to cover the essential things that are usually neglected in the last days before your exam. I will talk about all the biggest mistakes you can avoid and the little details that you need to pay attention to for maximum performance. Although some of you must be familiar with most of the things that I will talk about today, I still feel you will learn a few things in this video that will help you shape your success. So stick around. I will leave timestamps in the description of this video so that you can skip forward to the points that matter to you the most so that you can save some time. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and let's get on with it. First of all, it's so nice to be here with such an awesome group of students here today. It's nothing less than amazing because it is very rare to see people focused on anything more than 10 minutes these days. And here you are who have been struggling for so long, who has been focused for so long, have been studying for so many hours throughout the preparation, sitting in front of the books for hours and hours. You who have struggled all alone while your friends were out partying for the New Year's. I'm immensely proud of you all. And now your hard work is coming to an end. Your reward is just waiting around the corner. And the only barrier left is this exam. So we need to climb over it to reach the next phase of our journey. It's not the end of the road, but only a small break in your long journey that is our life. So these are the few things that I want you to be mindful of before going for the exam to minimize what can go wrong. So the first thing is, remember, you're never ready. Time is never enough. Understand that there is no one who can complete everything that is supposed to be asked in an exam before the exam. You can go back into the history of any exam and ask any topper if they were prepared, if they were confident before the exam, if they had completed everything they sought out to, and they were waiting for the exam with arms wide open. No one will answer yes. I promise you that. Everyone will say that they were full of doubt and they were scared. That's absolutely normal because here we are preparing to compete with others and we have no idea how much the other person has read, and this leads to insecurity about our own preparation. So rest assured, everybody is feeling exactly the same thing. So just keep moving forward, stop worrying and start studying. Number 2. So sir, what is the best thing to do now? The best thing to do now is probably stay calm. I cannot stress enough how this is probably the most important asset to have. Staying calm and composed will allow your brain to perform more and to consume more amount of information for your exam. It will give it the breathing space to read more and more before the exam. You can actually get more done if you remain calm. So actively try to relax. You can use all the tips that I've given you in my previous videos. The next thing I would like to suggest is stay away from social media, Facebook, Instagram, everything except my YouTube channel, of course. Stay away from all the social media. Don't go seeking help from unknown people on Facebook. This is a very vulnerable period for you. Try to stay away from any possible negativity. Protect yourself from these kind of negative influences. Now, in terms of what to study for the exam right now, as in what you should be actively doing to prepare for the exam, I feel just continuing to do what you have been doing so far is more than enough. Changing anything drastically in your preparation will cause more stress to you. Just keep revising and practicing MCQs, and a good balance of revision of the notes and MCQs is what is needed. Keep revising those high-yield, volatile facts that you keep forgetting, and you have probably prepared a list of those things. Just keep on revising that again and again. Also, don't forget to do the last year MCQs and the points and the MCQs that you have bookmarked for review while you were preparing. This is the time to review them. Right? You can't wait any longer. This is the time you go back to those bookmarked points and you review them for your exam. Practice MCQs particularly for the tricky topics and the topics that you keep forgetting or the topics that you don't like much. MCQs will help you get over them. If you're a person who panics easily, best stay away from any kind of new information right now voluntarily. But if you happen to come across something new, just read it verbatim. Don't worry about it too much. Don't go all Sherlock Holmes over it and start digging deeper into the information. I used to tell myself when I was preparing, आया तो नहीं है ना एग्जाम में, जब आएगा तब देखेंगे. The third thing I want you to focus on is a decent good night's sleep. This is probably the most underestimated factor and probably the most important factor that will either make or break your exam. It doesn't matter how much you have read, how much you have revised. If you're not able to recall in the exam hall, all that hard work and effort is absolutely wasted. It's very tragic to see students who have worked so hard all year long only to not be able to recall in the exam and screw up their exam. And the most likely culprit in this scenario is a tired brain because of sleep deprivation. Your brain just cannot perform optimally if it's not rested. It's as simple as that. Imagine if you want to play a video game on your mobile phone when you're traveling and the duration of the journey is 3 to 4 hours. You would want your battery to be fully charged, isn't it? The same principle applies to your brain. If you want your brain to fully perform optimally with its peak performance capacity in your exam, it has to be absolutely, completely, fully charged. And this simple idea doesn't seem to trickle in intelligent mind like yours. Many students deprive themselves of a good night's sleep only to cram in information at the last minute. Now, these are not the exams where you regurgitate information that you have acquired over the night. These exams require correlation, cohesive knowledge and understanding of the subject as a wholesome topic of medicine. It tests your reasoning power more than just factual information. And for that, your brain needs to access all the corners to harvest information to get that correct answer. And for that, it needs a fully charged, rested brain. And that can only happen if you have a good night 6 to 7 hours of sleep. So try to fix your sleep cycle and schedule right now. We don't have any more time left. You can't do it one day before the exam. But sir, I'm unable to sleep. How can you help me? See, in order to feel sleepy, you have to feel physically tired or exhausted. Now, while we're preparing, we're usually sedentary, sitting all day in front of the books. So we usually don't get physically tired, and you fall asleep successfully only if you're physically drained and exhausted. So the idea here is to get tired. What I would do is get up early in the morning and try to resist all the urges of sleeping throughout the day and work out a little for not more than 15 to 20 to 25 minutes in the day. And by the time the night falls, I would be physically drained and tired and would fall asleep like a baby. Now, I can't promise you that you will fall asleep like a baby, but you can try. Everyone is different. I want you to find what works best for you. Now, if you're unable to sleep because of anxiety, that's a totally different thing. And for that, I have to tell you, don't self-medicate. So the fourth thing that I want to talk to you about is don't self-medicate. This just literally blows my mind. What on earth are you guys doing? Although you have read about these drugs and you feel you know all the interactions and side effects of these drugs, you are not professionals. You prescribe these drugs to alleviate anxiety for yourself and you probably don't know the outcomes. Everybody is different. Something that has worked for your friend or your senior might just not work for you. If you are anxious and unable to sleep, I think it is best to seek professional help. There is no need to be ashamed of it. Professional help means a professional psychiatrist, not a general physician, not your senior, not any kind of a doctor. You have to seek help from a professional. I see many students medicate themselves for anxiety or to enhance their performance and they end up performing poor in their exams. So my sincere advice to all of you guys is to not self-medicate, seek professional help. Don't take this lightly, please. You don't want to do something stupid and regret it later in your life. Now, the fifth thing that I want to talk about is people and problems. Now, different people have different responses to social stimuli. If you're a type who is easily influenced, stay away from any kind of academic discussion or interaction with your friends. Negative people can puncture your confidence and it will take a lot of time for you to recover. Surround yourself with the people who really care for you or love you. Keep reminding yourself that you've been training so hard for this exam and you're capable of handling it. You can do whatever comes in your exam. You have been through the same scenarios in your grand test. You have survived all of that. So what is this one exam? You will get through it. Keep telling this to yourself again and again. So let's summarize what we talked about so far. Number one, remember, you can never be completely ready. You have to make the most of whatever you have read so far. It's like you're thrown in a battle with some weapons and you have to make the best of whatever weapons you have. You cannot ask for new weapons in the battle. Fight it with whatever you have. Second, the best thing to do now is revise all the factual and volatile information that you have been preparing for so long to the last year questions. Avoid all kind of social media, and most importantly, please stay calm. Number 3, a good night's sleep is what will either make or break your exam. So please fix your sleep cycle and sleep schedule. A good 6 to 7 hours of sleep is what is needed. Number 4, don't self-medicate. Don't be stupid. Seek help. Number 5, avoid all negative interactions. Surround yourself with all kind of positive people who will fill your belly with positive vibes, and keep moving forward. I hope this was helpful, and if it was, don't forget to click the thumbs up button and share it at least one of your friends so that you can help them as well. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing because it will help you get notified for the second part of this video that I will be uploading soon. Do leave a comment below if you need a specific advice. I love hearing from you, so I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care.